We expect Austin Wells to be a key contributor in this Yankees franchise for years to come. Last year, 2024, he ended up hitting .255 at runners in scoring position, and right now he has a bases-loaded opportunity against the veteran Kenta Maeda of the Detroit Tigers, one of the 3 AL Central teams to make the postseason last year. Despite the fact we basically ran roughshod through the AL Central, we cannot take any of these teams lightly as Austin will foul one off. Don't know why he swung at that splitter. Maybe he thought it was a fastball. And he is going to take a slider, hit it deep to left, but it is not going to find grass or a fan in the outfield to end the inning. All right, and hey, we got yet another look at Will Warren as he's facing these Tigers against former Yankee Gleyber Torres, an individual that we could possibly, it would have been nice to have, given a third base situation, as there was a offseason, mix-up as to whether he was going to play third, if he wanted to play third. I mean, we didn't even offer him a qualifying offer, so we don't even get a draft pick for him leaving to go to Detroit. But nonetheless, we wish him the best. He was a solid, if not good, Yankee for a decent amount of the time that he was here. As Will Warren ends up striking out one of the big power hitters for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. As you know, they play in that big, and I mean humongous, it seems like, Park of Comerica. And Riley Green says this park is still not going to be able to hold this one as it is belted deep for a 427-foot shot. Third of the season in the early going. We are barely 12 games into the year. He's already got 3, maybe on pace for, 50. Okay, let's not get out of hand. We got to remember where they play. Take a look at that. And that cutter, it's like he knew it was coming. Will Warren, you got to bury that thing like in at his chin or something. You really want him to swing and miss. And he's going to attempt to bounce back against Spencer Torkelson, an individual that we heard in trade rumors might be on the move, though he has not hit very well, let's be honest. Colt Keith is going to bloop this one in the left field. Dominguez is unable to come up with it. Probably not wanting to slide this early in the season. Not a big deal nonetheless, because if he had slid, it could have bounced, it could have rolled over the wall, we'd have been in serious trouble. As we face former Yankee minor league player Trey Sweeney, an individual who I believe in previous years they had him as secondaries for third base, but he ended up getting traded from the Dodgers to the Tigers for Mr. Jack Flaherty, who ended up coming back even after winning the World Series in LA. Solid numbers. I would take him just for the defense, but seems to be at least a medium-term option for this Detroit Tigers team, given the Javier Baez situation is a disaster, given how much money they're paying him, and he has a limited no-trade clause, only able to go to 5 teams. The throw to the plate, and Judge is unable to get it there in time. I think if Wells had kind of set up where the ball was going a little sooner, you might have been able to tag the runner out. Fly ball to Grisham, who happens to be playing this game, and he's going to make the underhand scoop to end the 5th inning. Oh, man. Good play by a good defender. But nonetheless, the Detroit Tigers are going to take this one. A team that, honestly, we beat a lot of the AL Central teams last year. In fact, we went 24-7 against AL Central teams last year. But new season, new numbers, as Anthony Volpe comes up in a clutch spot here in the top of the 9th inning, facing Tyler Holton. Fouls off a sinker. You see some teams are starting to send guys to the IL. We got some bats that are on the IL as well, as Volpe is just finding a way to foul off a bunch of pitches. Hits this one high and deep, but it's well foul. And, a circle change that, come on. You've got to be able to connect on that solidly. Ends up hitting this one. A cutter deep to left field. It is going to bounce down and over the wall. Kind of unfortunately, he could have easily had a triple and been on third with one away. But Tigers are going to replace their pitcher. And it looks like they're going to call on Mr. Bo Brisky. 1 2/3 innings such far. 2 holds in the 2 games he has played. And we are counting on a potential Rookie of the Year candidate, Jason Dominguez, batting .333, but has not gotten a hit in this ball game. 444 runners in scoring position, 4 of 11, that is, as he swings and misses over a fastball, a pitch that he is known to hit pretty well. And what was that? We'll just call it a rookie screw-up. And speaking of screw-ups, well, let's be real. DJ LeMahieu, the reason why he hasn't played is simply he's been hurt. And even when he's been hurt, he hasn't been that great, but he's going to smack this one in the center field. Runner from second, Peraza comes in to score from said second base. You know what? Whatever you can give us, DJ, for the $15+ million we're paying you, we will take it, including actually playing third, which is not out of the possibility. The one calling card, at least in this game for DJ LeMahieu, is the fact that he is at least a damn good defender. 86 fielding, as Gleyber Torres gets yet another hit against us. Starts off the bottom of the ninth. The Tigers look to rally back and win, or at the very least tie it, take it to extras, facing Fernando Cruz. Colt Keith fouls it off as Peraza. What the hell is he doing at first? That is not a secondary position of his. Let's get him out of here. Ben Rice, I don't know if he had the day off. Probably Goldie did. Go play first. I don't know whose bright idea it was to put Peraza in such a spot. Like, come on. Sub him out as you need to. Maybe Peraza. I mean, Peraza doesn't particularly hit against anybody particularly well. He's in the 40s against righties, the 40s against lefties, and he doesn't have good vision. So what was CPU Boone thinking, which could probably be copy and pasted to real-life Booney, according to a lot of Yankee fans. Keith will fly it to right field. The runner will first stay put because you're not going to run on Aaron Judge unless you're an idiot. Kerry Carpenter comes off the bench in a pinch hit spot. Does have 4 long balls and 11 RBI thus far. Really carrying this Tigers team. Smacks it down the line. Past Cabrera. Dominguez is going to come up throwing the third. And, ooh, it is almost hits the third base coach. As Carpenter might have really helped this team, but Javier Baez grounding to a double play. I hope so. Fernando Cruz. He might throw a changeup, but we're not going to have to worry about that as we change pitchers. We're going to go to Devin Williams, looking to get his second save of the season, 1 of the 3rd innings, and yeah, that ERA is crazy. Listen, it happens with closers, especially early in the year. Your ERA is going to fly up and tank down, up and down, over and over until you're out there on a more consistent basis, or you're at least a more consistent pitcher, as the screwball misses a very devastating pitch, which has made him one of the best closers in the game. The problem is you can't always control it, as screwball thrown right up the middle, smacked up the middle. Bellinger comes up throwing. It won't matter as the ball game is tied at 4 apiece. Dylan Dingler looks to bring that runner from second. He's driven in 3/4 of the team's offense thus far. 3 RBIs. Screwball misses way high. Dude, please get it together. And Devin is, oh God. Ugh. And swing. This one is going to hit the right field. Judge will make the catch deep in the corner. Runner from second will tag. Chisholm, for safe measure, will throw home, and that makes sense. Oh boy. Can we get this final out, please? And thank you, as you face Zach McKinstry. Not known to be a very clutch player. Not really known to be much more than an average player at this point, but hey, all it takes is one hit for him to get the thing going. Fastball right down the middle as Williams is not concerned with his bat. Screwball misses outside. 3rd pitch, screwball again. He ends up making some contact, but smacks it foul, as most people do. If they even make contact at all, in the cutter high in the zone. Got him swinging. Strike number 3, and here in extras, call on Dominic Smith. Oh, God. I still can't believe we actually signed him. I mean, MLB The Show-wise, he's really, he's probably worse in the game than he is in real life, but how can you even tell at this point? But at the very least, he will at least advance the runner from second to third. I ain't going to bitch and complain about it. Cody Bellinger comes to the dish. He has not hit a long ball thus far this season. He does have an RBI, and oh boy. He smokes a slider deep to center field, and without a doubt that one is gone. You cannot throw a pitch up there to a guy who has once been a Rookie of the Year and an MVP and a multiple-time All-Star. You got to be out your mind if you think that, oh, he's just washed. No, he's a good player, okay? Don't get it twisted. And you know what? I will admit I meant to shorten Mr. Bellinger's contract. Actually, it actually is already shortened. 25 and 26 are the years. I would have had it as a one-year deal, but whatever. We'll keep him for the 2 unless maybe a trade partner comes along. You never know. He's only 29 years old, and you know what? If he can give us 60% of what Soto might have, at least RBIs and home runs wise, I will take it. Luke Weaver coming into the game to pick up a save up by 2. Cut fastball inside. Vierling is like, what? You've got to be kidding me, for the punch out. Riley Green hit a long ball in yesterday's game, and he'll take strike number 1. I'm surprised he didn't just smack it the other way. I mean, he's been hitting at a torrid pace thus far. Well, he's torrid for him, 278. And circle change right down the middle. That is ballsy, dog. What are you doing? You can't leave that up there even for my grandmother. She'll smack that. And Weaver just doesn't care. He's like, listen, my circle change is damn good. I'm going to throw it where I want to. And he gets better out on a knuckle curve. Again, another high-hanging pitch. Weaver is on something else, I got to admit. Belly's the play of the game, and somehow Williams gets the W. As you can see, I mean, the offense is hitting pretty well for the most part. Goldie's at 244. I mean, we did face a lefty, so I'm not expecting him to be fourth in the lineup every game. As we take a look at the last game of the series, we get our first look at Max Fried, free agent pickup, 8 years, $218 million. No trade clause, because he doesn't have a no trade clause on this New York Yankees team. And he'll get the strikeout on Carpenter, big strikeout even in the 3rd inning with the rain coming down. I'm not expecting a rain delay, but you never know, as Gleyber Torres batting .366 so far this year, but he will get out in front of a fastball, pop it up as Cabrera almost overruns it for a bit. Is able to catch it without a raindrop in his eye. Baez comes up, and I think he's really only played this season against the Yankees so far, and he gets yet another hit, his 3rd of the season, as Grisham overruns the ball. The ball boy does not get out of his way. Grisham comes up throwing, and what do you know? The run scores, and the ball game is tied at 2. I don't blame the ball boy for not moving. Bro, run around me. You're the athlete, not me. Freak gets ahead. Strike number 1 on a circle change. Liner right to Cabrera, and ooh, he is not the Flash, so he won't be able to step on 3rd before that runner's able to get back. But hey, I will take any good defensive play from 3rd all season. If only his bat would catch up with, his versatility. But he fouls it off. 2nd pitch, or 3rd pitch as a matter of fact. 72nd pitch is a sinker high in the zone. What is up with our Yankee pitchers just throwing unconventional pitches high in the zone? Maybe it's a way to kind of throw the batter off, as this one's going to get smacked right past Chisholm. Runner coming around to score. Dom Smith throws, and it is way off the wire. Oh my goodness. Who decided it was a good idea to play him in right field? He is a DH. He is a DH. As you can see, his arm strength, a 30. A 30. I could throw better with my left foot. McKinstry comes up to the dish, strikes out, looking at a sinker. He is not having a good start to the season. Not unexpected from a guy at the bottom of the lineup for the most part. Colt Keith pops this one up into the infield, as 4 infielders are kind of confused as to who's going to get it. I mean, as long as you didn't let it hit the umpire, we're good. We're paying them off, in case you're wondering. Torkelson step to the dish, run up on first. He represents the tying run if he can come around. He's not incapable of power as Williams. Dude, if you're not going to throw the screwball the way you need to, throw something else. The problem with that is there's nothing wrong with the else in his repertoire. It's just that screwball is just so different. Pretty much most batters don't hit it unless your name is Pete Alonso. And as Winfield Perez is in the on-deck circle, Torres 3-1 count, and chops it on the ground to Peraza. Peraza to Chisholm. Chisholm to Goldie for the double play. Runner will stick at 3rd as Winsell comes up. And screwball Right, that's about where you want to throw it. And not this time, though. Screwball right up the middle, get hit in the right center field. And the Tigers pick up a run, but there are 2 outs. Can Jake Rogers walk this one off? 1-0, cut fastball in a decent spot for him to hit it. And then he chases a cutter way into the batter's box and already down 1-2. Rogers not known for his contact prowess. But hey, you just got to get a hit. And he's not going to come up with one. Screwball as Williams finally gets it together with that pitch, at least for now. And the Yankees pick up the victory. As a matter of fact, we take 2 out of 3 as Max Fried picks up his 3rd victory. Williams picks up his 2nd save. Jack Flaherty coming back for his 2nd stint in Detroit falls to 1-1. Next episode, I believe I'll probably touch on a decent amount of the minor league games, as I do want to kind of fast forward through year 1 with some speed to it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to play, I want to see things, but we're going to have to move forward if we want to get through, Aaron Judge's contract, as we've got a couple more years to go.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.